Welcome to part 2 of Drunk Driving with Cam. And I say drunk driving because I have been drinking tonight, enough so that I should not be driving, and I'm not because my keys are on my table behind me and my car is parked outside. That being said, I do not condone or recommend or anything to do with drunk driving. For real, don't fucking do it, okay? If you do, you're dumb fucking shit, and you don't deserve your family or your loved ones because you could hurt them the most. So with that being said, the reason why I am saying drunk driving with Cam is because if you haven't seen the first part, we are moving on with getting ready for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I'm kind of excited for it. So after I played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, the next game my roommate had actually bought was Midnight Club 2. I hadn't played Midnight Club 1. Midnight Club 2 was done by Rockstar between Grand Theft Auto 3, I believe, and Grand Theft Auto Vice City, if I remember correctly. So this is essentially what an arcade racer should be after having played it so much. I spent so much time on this game. And to many people, Midnight Club and the Midnight Club series is fucking frustrating. And there are many times that I was like punching my couch. If there's any babies around, I probably would have punched them too. I think this is one of the best Rockstar logos ever to date. I wish they had kept that. That's fucking awesome. Fucking fire and shit. I wish they had kept that. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, Rockstar San Diego was involved with it. So between GTA 3 and Vice City, if I remember correctly. Midnight Club took more of a cartoon approach to racing as opposed to realism. None of the cars that they had up to this point was licensed or real cars. It was all fictitious. And it was more of a animated style, which, you know what, really suited the style really well. It really did. The part that, well, there's a couple parts that people found frustrating because, and I'll get into that in a few moments, but it had its own specific style. Midnight Club 2 did. So it also had online play. This is back when you had to actually buy an online adapter, connect it to the back of your PS2, and then put in your Ethernet cable, your dial-up connection to the PS2 to get online. It was still free, but connections could have been, you know, were probably kind of iffy at that time. So Midnight Club 2, I remember it for being crazy fast and having a really good soundtrack, as well as a lot of cool car controls. So I've played this game through a couple times. I think I have 2 other save files on my other memory card, but 100%ed it a couple times. Let's go with this one. And I'm not going to go with career mode just yet. See, so for example, they had like the Veloci. There's no real car called the Veloci, I don't believe. Right, or the Cocotte, or the City, or the Emu, right? But you could change the color, right, for what you wanted to roll with. It gave you the speed, and they had some advertising in there as well. If you see, you know, featuring Team Burtwell wheels and, you know, all that stuff. So you could choose and change your colors, which was pretty cool. But if you like did 100% for everything in the arcade mode, you actually got, like, we call it the Batmobile. Where is it? It's gotta be here somewhere. I swear I have it. Where is it? Now I'm gonna sound like an idiot. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna cry in a minute. This is embarrassing. There we go. Told you had it. Look at this shit. This is awesome. So, Midnight Club 2 was based around, it had like a free roam lobby. So you could explore the city, and there's 3 of them. There's LA, Tokyo, and Paris. So the maps were loosely, and I say loosely, based on the real life cities. There's, you know, some similar stuff, but compared to Midnight Club LA, it, you know, wasn't really to date. So free roam, you could go around and fuck around with your buddies. You could do that online with a bunch of people, just fuck around and find, people like found a lot of glitches and like cool things. But how awesome is this fucking car? Like, this thing is fucking pimp. You got jetpacks on the back. Batman wishes he had this fucking car, man. Right? It's just so cool. Doesn't necessarily handle the best because you're going so fast. But it was really, you know, really cool to have. And so everything was based on the free roam. Right? So you were able to fuck around and just explore the city as you saw fit. Find shortcuts, find little cool areas, right? And some of the cool things that were incorporated, of course, was nitro that you could do. But also, you had the ability, if you needed to weave in and out of traffic or squeeze in small areas, you could go on your fucking side. Oh, I fucked that up. No. Bad timing. As you can see, I haven't played for a while, plus the drinking doesn't help. But yeah, you can go on left side, right, and you can drive this shit all day. As long as you don't get yourself hit. So let's get through here. Get out of here. My car's sexier than yours, bitch. So you can go up, left, right. And also, I'm going to try and find a jump here. It's been a while since I've navigated this city, so I need to try and find a place where you can get some air. If I can remember anything, which I can't. Well, I'm just in the fucking alleys. I have no idea where to go to find some air right now. I recognize some of this stuff. Ah! This is embarrassing. Yes, everybody, subscribe to my channel. You'll see how to walk into walls. Basically, in the air, you have the ability to level yourself out. And this is actually important in races because if you land nose down or, you know, something like that, it's going to fuck up your speed coming out of it. Right? Oh, shit, I'm almost blown up here. Oh, you fuck nuts. Oh, okay. Well, you'll see it anyhow. Right? So that's pretty much the free roam. And in the career mode, you would go through the free roam and you can see icons on your map to challenge people. And you do that by flashing your high beams. Obviously. Everyone knows that because everyone street races. Right? Don't answer that. So that's how the free roam worked. The cool thing that this game had was you could fucking edit your own races and put them online for other people to race. And you get like 8 people in on that race. So I'm not going to go into it, but it was a really cool feature to have. Especially at this point in, you know, PS2's timeline. So it was really fun to fuck around with. So career mode, I'm going to go with... What do I want? They had bikes that you could go with as well. And so you could fucking do like endos and all that shit. It's pretty sweet. Where's the car I want to use? I don't want to go too fast because I can't control myself.
How did this happen? You damn car. I'll make you say Moses I've seen God. He weighs 280 pounds.
In the career mode...
Let's go.
Sorry, Moses, I interrupted you there. In the career mode, you pretty much challenge people, and at the beginning of each race, you would hear what they're thinking, and then what they would say. So they would think some shit, but they would totally trash talk you. And it was a real cool motivator at the beginning of each race because there's, you know, unique personalities. And they would also trash talk you throughout the race over the radio. So they would trash talk you throughout. It's pretty good. You can also fuck them up. Oh, fail. One thing about this game, this is where the frustration factor comes in. You will be pressing the restart button many times. Many times, because even though the map will show you where to go, you need to know how to take your corners. Because if you miss one corner, you can be behind for the rest of the race. No matter how well you do. Right? See? Ah, good. I stayed on this side. So there's some of the NOS. So it was pretty straightforward. At this point in the game, you're supposed to have a basic car. So right now, the car I'm using is a lot higher.
stopping to get something to eat.
Right, so they're pretty much giving excuses when you're ahead, and then when they're ahead of you, they're all like making fun of you and shit.
Hey, little stress. Now that you came out with old Moses' ride, take advantage of the can of nitrous I left behind for you.
So as you go, of course, you win more races, you win more cars. And there's lots of different race types. In this, some of the more frustrating ones...
Listen up, yo. The rider just worked for me again.
You don't need to know that shit.